Today it's race day. I'm running a local 10k here in Glasgow, but since there's only 3 weeks to go until the Valencia Marathon, I'm using this race as part of my last big marathon session before starting the taper. So let's go and see how it goes. It's a cold November morning here in Glasgow, just warming up for what's probably the toughest marathon session of the block on paper. Mainly because there's a 10k race in there, which is always going to be hard. So the plan is 10k at 10 seconds per mile slower than marathon pace, probably somewhere around 5:20s. Then a 2k jog, then 10k race, which is just going to be a hard race. Go out and see how fast I can run on quite a tough course. After the 10k race, we'll be straight back into 2k easy, and then finishing up with 10k at marathon pace. So it's going to be 30k of hard running.
Wait.
That's struggling up now. So it's going to be 30k of hard running, 34k total, as constant as possible. It's going to be difficult to time the race start, and then I might need a minute or two after the race. With 3 weeks to go, this will be really the last session that I'm putting quite a bit of weight on. After this, everything is about getting ready for that marathon. If this goes well, the fitness is definitely there. I'm not going to be putting much pressure on other sessions. So yeah, it'll be good to hit a good one today. I ran this race 2 years ago and ran 30:51. So it'll be good to see if I can go faster than that. That was my last race before I got quite a big injury, and I think I was in really good shape. I guess you don't get injured unless you're in really good shape. Things have been going really well. They seem to be really coming together at the right time. So yeah, let's see if I'm fitter than I was 2 years ago. I don't even know how many miles later. 30:51, the time to beat in the race. I should point out that 2 years ago, I did not do 10k at 5:20s beforehand. I just did a standard warm-up and raced it. So if we're not quite as fast, doesn't necessarily mean it's a fitness issue. It's just that this race is part of a bigger session and a bigger plan with 3 weeks till the marathon. My warm-up was quite fast, 6:45s. Don't remember the last time I warmed up that fast, but I think for a race it's just that extra excitement and adrenaline gets you going a bit quicker than you normally would in training. That's a good sign. Feeling good. No excuses.
My wee baskets are lovely.
Put it in there
It's
then.
lovely.
My race shoes just arrived the other day, but sticking with the tried and tested old Pro 3s at the moment. I'll break in my race shoes closer to the time on a shorter session. The funny thing about this is, I know it's 30k and it's quite a hard marathon session, and there's a race in there. I don't feel anywhere near as tense as I did before that speed session last week. I feel pretty calm and relaxed in comparison. Right, I'm going to do strides and then go because that should be away soon. starting at that corner.
Okay.
10k at 320s. Let's go.
All right.
Aye. Just trying to find the pace. I never like to speak too soon, but I feel like I'm at that point in fitness where even paces that seem a bit daunting feel comfortable because I'm just fitter than I've been before. It's a great place to be, especially 3 weeks out from the main race. But just under that 320 so far, so I can pull it back a bit, but I'm feeling good. There's parts of this loop that are quite busy, with like cars and people, and I don't have the mental capacity to get through it and slow myself down. So the busiest K in there was a 315. That one that was quite busy was a 316. But right now I'm like right on the right pace because I'm able to just think about how the effort should feel, how the pace should feel. I did realise when I was just thinking, I've never done like a tempo before a race before. I've only ever done like a session after. And I'm sure it'll be fine, but it'll be interesting to see how things feel when I try and run a bit harder. We're missing the hill on the last lap, which was definitely planned. Race starts up there. Thirty-two 53. A bit too fast. But I think coach expects that now. At least I hope he does.
What are you doing now?
2k easy. Basically just finish at the start of the race for 2k jogging and then be ready to go. We've got 11 minutes till the race starts. Caffeine gel. Thanks to the person in the comments who told me that the strawberry version of these don't have caffeine in them. It's only the ones with these nootropics that have caffeine in them. That was really useful because I would have raced Valencia with strawberry ones thinking I had caffeine. Now I have caffeine.
Hello. Nice haircut.
Bye.
good. Push on. Relax how you get shoulders, that's that, good. Come on, push it, that's it, push, push, push.
So well here for 2022 champion. Third at full shot this year, but first at the 2011 Peloton Crew, 30-30 of Hammerstein Harriers, who once again
Another few long sleeve that I'll wear for
Mike
years.
Thompson has taken the men's title and done it in style. Cameron Muir of Shettleston takes second place of Cambuslang, a previous champion here last year, in fact.
How long we got?
I'm going to go 2k easy and then into it.
How was that?
That was tough. I think, not looking at the splits yet, but I think I went up a bit hard.
I think you did.
I don't know why.
I think you started to look a wee bit tight in the second half, but still
But
strong,
I was
still
faster
strong.
than 2 years ago by about 5 seconds.
John Carr, undoubtedly the Harrington Cambuslang have got 1 and 3. So let's see what else they get.
Hi, good luck, man.
Right, cheers, thank you, well done. Right, you
Fantastic
can
running, Sam McCrory.
Go on, James!
Right.
Looking so strong coming down this finish straight. And what a finish it is. Paul McNairn of Bella Roadrunners and Alan Knowles of
Just running 2k easy. That race was hard, but I already feel like I've recovered. It's only been probably just over 10 minutes now, maybe 15. So I feel like this 10k should go pretty well. I don't need to go too much faster than I did in the first one. And I'm feeling good. Legs feel good. Body feels good. Just in the race, that hill on the third lap, even on the second lap at like 4k, just about killed me. But we don't have that hill now, just back out on the relatively flat. Just went through 4k. I don't really have the split because I attached the 2k easy to that. But all the Ks have been like 308, 309, which is slightly too quick. But I think that's alright, as long as it feels good. And it does. Just need to get it done, and then analyse the splits, see how we're feeling, because honestly, I still don't know what pace I'm going to go at Valencia. This will be a good marker for that. Anyway, approaching halfway, so I'm going to just get it done now. Well into the last 3k. I'm definitely verging on too fast, which is a good thing because it feels comfortable and I can just slow down. If it was too slow and I was forcing it, it would not be that fun. So just need to keep this pace for another 7 or 8 minutes and then we're done for the day. Done for the block generally. That last K was too fast, but I nearly ran into some people, so spikes the adrenaline a bit. Got it done anyway. Felt comfortable. Definitely a bit too fast, but
What time is it?
I don't know. I was running like 3:07s, which is too fast for marathon pace. But I mean, I always kind of run to feel a lot more than pace, and that felt right. It felt good. I was still chatting. It was only in that last bit where I started to feel a bit out of breath because I'd picked up after coming to a near dead stop. But anyway, done. Swap my Garmin back into miles and do a 2 mile warm down.
2 mile?
And then we'll go back to the prize giving and get some buffet.
I'm not doing a 2 mile. Bugger that, man.
So just finishing up my 2 mile warm down. That was a really, really good day, really positive at this point in the training block. I keep saying that we're going into the taper, but really I'm not going to just kind of slam the brakes on now. I'll still have another decent week, but really like that's the last thing that we're going to take any confidence from. And I really did that today. I'll do a proper debrief once I get home and see the splits, but for now, I need to go to the buffet and get recovered. Lovely. Just got back home after the race. I've had a good look at the splits. So I went 32.53, 30.49 and 31.23, which even just going by the splits, I'm really happy with that. But knowing how it felt just makes it even better. So I ran the first and the third 10k around the outside of the park, just basically on the pavement, and it's a pretty flat loop. It's not completely flat like Valencia, but it's generally not that hard of a loop. So I was able to lock into a consistent pace and effort on those and get them done without them being too hard.
The race, however, is a different story. That course is hard. You start at the bottom of a 400 metre hill and you run up that 3 times. Once at the start, once at 4.5k and once at 8.5k. And it's just hard. Like, I felt like I was really struggling running up it even the second time, and I wasn't even at halfway at that point. So yeah, it's a tough course. So although the race was only 34 seconds faster than the marathon pace 10k, they were definitely pretty far apart in terms of effort. Before looking at the race splits, I was pretty sure that I went off too fast. I found it quite hard from about 4k. Like, I felt like I was really working. I felt like I was slowing down. But actually, now that I've looked at the splits, I didn't really slow at all. I was actually pretty consistent throughout the whole race, which I think is a really, really good sign. It shows that I really have that endurance from all the marathon training, that even when it's hard and I feel like I'm struggling, like, I'm still able to hold the pace and keep that going for the whole 10k. So in the end, I did 30k in 95.05, which is exactly 310 per k. Obviously, there was big recoveries in there, but I think being able to do 30k at that pace, 310 per k, is really, really positive. I didn't get any cramp. I felt like I recovered from the race really quickly. Like, even though it was a max effort race, after about 2 minutes, I was kind of ready to go again. So confidence is high. At this point, I still don't know if Valencia is going to go ahead or not, but I'm just going to keep training as if it is, and I'll just adjust things if it ends up getting cancelled. I will talk through how I plan to taper in a future video, but for now it sounds like I'm not going to session until Friday. Today is Sunday, so that'll be 4 days of just easy running, making sure that I recover from today's session, and honestly just not taking any unnecessary risks at this point. I'm in really good shape, and there's no need to be pushing a session on Wednesday when I could just make sure that I'm recovered from the race and get a good session in on Friday. But I think that's enough rambling for me. I know this was a bit of a longer one, so I really appreciate you for sticking around till the end. Don't forget to subscribe and follow the journey along to hopefully Valencia, and I'll see you next week. Cheers!